A new inauguration beckons. A new political era is upon us. But first, the confirmations. Hopefully, these will be handled responsibly and not childishly. Pete Hegseth is, well, he's been confirmed now, but here he is. He's been confirmed, right? He's been confirmed. How does it work? Not yet, but here he is facing a trial by Elizabeth Warren, and as well as other Democrat senators. Here's Senator Mazie Hirono accusing Defense Secretary nominee Pete Hegseth of planning to use the military to take over Greenland and the Panama Canal. Is this 2025?
Would you use our military to take over Greenland or an ally of Denmark?
Senator, one of the things that President Trump is so good at is never strategically tipping his hand. And so I would never in this public forum give one way or another direct what orders the president would give me in any context.
That sounds to me that you would contemplate carrying out such an order to basically invade Greenland and take over the Panama Canal.
Using my mind, I've deduced that you will take over Greenland and the Panama Canal, and I judge that to be wrong. That's my decision using my mind hole.
It's a really familiar paradigm, isn't it, these hearings? Like, do you remember when it was Michael Schellenberger and Matt Taibbi? When it was that one, it was like, you bastards. It's really judgmental atmosphere, isn't it? Shouldn't it be a sort of a collegiate, convivial conversation about how to improve America for Americans and the world for all of us? I don't know, maybe. Let me know in the comments and chat. Seems like a good idea. Let's have a look at Hegseth's ongoing trial by fire. Senator Tammy Duckworth. Senator Tammy Duckworth, if you're British, you'll think that sounds like someone who should be, and probably is, in Coronation Street.
You could do acquisition and cross-servicing agreements, which essentially are security agreements. You can't even mention that. You've done none of those. You talked about the Indo-Pacific a little bit, and I'm glad that you mentioned it. Can you name the importance of at least one of the nations in the ASEAN, and what type of agreement we have with at least one of those nations? And how many nations are in ASEAN, by the way?
I couldn't tell you the exact amount of nations in that, but I know we have allies in South Korea and Japan and in AUKUS with Australia, and trying to work on submarines with them.
Mr. Hegseth, none of those countries are in ASEAN. None of those 3 countries that you've mentioned are in ASEAN. I suggest you do a little homework before you prepare for these types of negotiations. Listen.
Also, in Asia, I thought you'd call it Asia. Listen, this is a good bit. This is Hillary Clinton's running mate, Tim Kaine, questioning Hegseth on his private life. What's good about this is Tim Kaine could quiz Hillary Clinton on private life. I mean, my word, that's adrenochrome city right there, baby.
Completely cleared. Can you so casually cheat on a second wife and cheat on the mother of a child that had been born 2 months before, and you tell us you are completely cleared? Senator, how is that a complete clear?
Senator, her child's name is Gwendolyn Hope Hegseth, and she's a child of God, and she's 7 years old.
And she was, and you cheated on the mother of that child less than 2 months after that daughter was born, didn't you?
Those were false charges.
Well,
it was fully investigated, and I was completely clear.
This is the moment that everyone's excited about, isn't it? Where Elizabeth Warren was like, riddle me this, my man. By the way, I don't think anyone that has been a general should be able to work for the military-industrial complex, you know, because that's a revolving door. That's a porous relationship between the corporatized aspect of war and the defense aspect of war. Never ought the twain meet. In the same way that if you've worked for the British government, you shouldn't be able to get a job at Moderna. Or if you've worked for the US government, you shouldn't be able to go and get a job at Pfizer. What are our morals? What are our aims? What are our goals? Who are we? Anyway, let's have a look at Elizabeth Warren thinking she's got old Pete Hegseth sprawled on a pin, only to discover that he sort of ain't a general.
But the question I have for you on this is, will you put your money where your mouth is?
That's unhygienic. You see how dirty dollar bills are? Like, you don't want that anywhere near your mouth. I used to feel bad when I was rolling them up and putting them in my nose. You don't have them anywhere near your mouth.
And agree that when you leave this job, you will not work for the defense industry for 10 years?
Make a law against that then. Make a law against it. Make it illegal.
Senator, it's not even a question I've thought about, because it's not one
right now.
It's not one, my motivation for this job.
I understand that. I just need a yes or no here.
Come next.
Time is short. I just need a yes or no.
I would consult with the president about what the policy should be at the Defense Department.
In other words, you're quite sure that every general who serves should not go directly into the defense industry for 10 years. But you're not willing to make that same pledge?
I'm not a general, Senator.
Who do you reckon you'd get on with best out of those two if you were hanging out with them? Hegseth or Warren? Let me know in the chat. Do you think Elizabeth Warren's like a nice person to hang out with? Do you think Pete Hegseth's a nice person to hang out with? Just on the kind of your intuitive sense as a sort of semi-primal but also awakened person. Who do you think you'd be all right hanging out with? Elizabeth Warren there, I feel like if you're in a long car journey with her, that she might make you anxious. You know, that she we've missed the turn off. What are you doing? You're not focusing on the road. Oh my God, is that an animal? Oh, don't worry, it's a rolled up piece of carpet. Oh my God. You know, what do you think? Who do you think you'd get on with? Let me know on X. Did you see that? Did you see once when Trump had like an indigenous Native American person in the White House? And he went, "We got one of your friends. We call her Pocahontas."
You were here long before any of us were here. Although we have a representative in Congress who they say was here a long time ago. They call her Pocahontas. But you know what? I like you.
It's like that's what it is the tonal shift. That's what people have not caught up to. Embarrassed days from the inauguration and surely Judgment Day from all those scammers and blackguards that benefited during the pandemic. Yes, the COVID reckoning is upon us and it's time for you to get the ultimate spike detox. Whether you're suffering from severe side effects or experiencing long COVID, how bloody long, check out this natural solution formulated by the great Dr. Peter McCulloch in collaboration with The Wellness Company. Introducing the 3-in-1 Ultimate Spike Detox, conveniently consolidated into one little capsule with 4 times more nattokinase. You can never have enough nattokinase, can you? 500 milligrams of bromelain and 500 milligrams of turmeric root extract. What is nattokinase, by the way? Nattokinase is an enzyme researched for its anti-clotting effects. It may work to break down spike proteins. That's the hope, kids. Combined with bromelain and curcumin, it provides a potent blend for detoxification and cellular support. Crafted with 100% natural ingredients, Ultimate Spike Detox is backed by research. People aren't just guessing, there's research. Offering effective support for your cells, natural repair and recovery. Experience the only formula approved and used by Dr. McCulloch, a top freedom-fighting doctor who risked it all. You plucky go-getter. Head to twc.health/brand and use the code brand to get 10% off plus free shipping. Again, that's twc.health/brand and use the code brand to get 10% off and free shipping. Back to the content.
Hey, thanks for watching. If you want to see more uncensored content where free speech can flourish, join our live stream. Click the link right here to watch the next video if you want to, or become a member of a growing movement. Download the Rumble app and you'll be informed every time we make a new piece of content. Stay free.